If you've ever tried importing freight and thought, why does this feel like filing taxes, but with more acronyms? This one's for you. Today, we're breaking down the U.S. customs clearance process in 6 easy steps. Stick around, and I promise this will make customs clearance far less intimidating. Step 1, the bill of lading. Your cargo starts its international adventure with the bill of lading. Think of it as the freight version of a boarding pass, only nobody loses this one in their jacket pocket. Hopefully. When your freight arrives at its export terminal, the carrier signs the bill of lading, acknowledging they've received it. This document is the receipt, or the contract, and proof that yes, your shipment does actually exist. Step 2 is the electronic cargo declaration. Before your freight can even touch the vessel, CBP requires an electronic cargo declaration filed through one of their approved systems. This must be done 24 hours before loading. This filing includes things like the vessel's schedule, where it last stopped, container and seal numbers, a description of what you're shipping, and of course, your SCAT code, which definitely sounds like something from a sci-fi movie. CBP basically just wants to know everything but your freight's favorite color. Step 3 will be the arrival notice. This is the moment everyone starts refreshing their inbox. As your cargo approaches the US, the notified party receives an arrival notice. This is the heads up your customs broker needs to begin clearance. If you ignore this step, your cargo might enjoy an extended stay at the port, but don't get too excited, it's not a resort. Let's move on to step 4, submitting your documents to CBP. The paperwork marathon. Next, your broker submits all required entry documents through the ACE portal within 15 days of arrival. This includes the bill of lading, commercial invoice, packing list, CBP forms 3461 and 7501, and a customs bond. Now, if you're wondering why there's so many forms, just know this is actually the condensed version. And now we come to step 5, CBP review and release decision. The big moment. CBP reviews your documents and decides whether your cargo is released or needs a closer look. Think of it like airport security, but your freight is the one taking its shoes off. If everything checks out, duties and taxes get paid and your freight's released. If CBP selects it for an exam, don't panic, it happens. Sometimes containers just have that look. And that leads us to step 6. Your freight's ready and cleared for pickup. You made it. Once duties are paid, exams are complete, and CBP Form 7501 is officially filed, your freight is free to enter the US. Congratulations! You've navigated customs clearance without losing your mind. From here, it's ready for final delivery and back in your control. Speaking of final delivery, you'll want to make sure your driver has a delivery order or other necessary paperwork to pick up at the port efficiently. Quick bonus tip. Every country's process for customs clearance and documentation is going to look a little bit differently. So make sure you stay in touch with your customs broker and your freight forwarder so things go smoothly. If you'd like a deeper dive into forms, timelines, and what causes clearance delays, check out the full article link down below. And if you want help getting your freight through customs without the guesswork, ATS is here to help. Contact us at atsinc.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.